Looking for that perfect gift for either your wife or your husband? Well, the ladies at Something Comfortable just might have what you're looking for.
How to get the perfect brow. Today, Drexel and his team from Bad Hair Day show us how to get the billion-dollar look.
Ocean City will be the place to be starting tomorrow through Sunday. Coming up, a preview of the second annual OC Bike Fest.
And two schools, two great causes. If you're looking for something to do this weekend that's fun and helps others, you want to listen up. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
And we'd also like to welcome our studio audience today.
Thanks for coming, guys. Awesome having you in here today.
It's always a great show when we
need you here.
Yeah.
That's
Lots of great news today.
Yes.
Starting off in Wicomico County, that's our hot topics. We want to say congratulations to Wicomico Sheriff Mike Lewis. He has been elected president of the Maryland Sheriff's Association. There he is right there. You may remember.
When he was on our show.
When he was on our show.
That was a great day.
That was back in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is actually going to they have a conference tonight in Ocean City, and that's where he's going to, I guess, be sworn in as the president of the Maryland Sheriff's Association. So
congratulations. That's
to
awesome.
him.
That's terrific, Mike. Way to
He
go.
said, I talked to him this morning, he said it's going to be a busy year. Because he's already a busy man.
I don't know how he does. When does he sleep?
I don't think he does.
Saturdays.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you like to ride your bike?
I do. Haven't lately.
I want to. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to find one that my legs don't hit the handlebars. But anyway, if you like to ride your bike and your route just happens to cross the Indian River Inlet Bridge, the new bridge there,
yeah.
DelDOT is wanting you to be extra careful. What they're doing is they're shutting down intermittently a lane going either way because they're working on the paving that goes up to the bridge. What do they call it? The ramp, the apron, whatever. But they're working on the paving there. So please be careful of that if you happen to cross over the Delaware, the Inlet Bay Bridge.
Haven't you ever seen those really big bikes with the front wheel is like really super big?
What do they call those? Penny? I can't think what they call it. Something penny or penny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of bike you need.
That's what I need.
That's what you need.
Problem is when you fall, it's a long ways
It's a
down.
long way down. I don't know.
It's a very long way.
Speaking of being careful, when you see a yellow light, do you step on the gas or step on the brake?
What your driving instructor tells you is that means it's time to take caution as you approach the intersection.
Wow.
My son tells you that means gun it.
Yeah, well, there's actually a study. The Virginia Tech Transportation Institute has been studying drivers' behaviors as they approach those yellow lights. They've been doing this since 2005.
Yeah.
Their goal is to determine signal times for intersections that are safer and still efficient.
Right.
And although observation-based research shows that only 1.4% of drivers cross the stop line after the light turns red, more than 20% of traffic fatalities in the United States occur at intersections.
At intersections.
So,
I'll be honest. I'm kind of bad sometimes when it comes to yellow lights.
Yeah.
Because I'll spend the entire time that I could have been slowing down approaching the intersection. I wonder if I can make that.
Yeah, that's the you have to make a decision and go with it. I love every once in a while you wait, should I go? Should I go? What? No.
Well, it's too late now.
No, yeah.
Right on through.
And my kids do this thing where they touch the top of the car, like, you know, if we go through a yellow light, yeah,
really?
They're like, I don't know, maybe it's just.
I always picked up my feet across the railroad tracks, but I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. Maybe Facebook let me know. Maybe I should ask my kids.
Could you please educate us? It would be great to know. If you're in Salisbury, you are probably very well aware of this structure that we're going to show you here. It's the stalled luxury condo project, Fitzwater Street in Salisbury.
It's been stalled for a while.
Very long time. A developer that was wanting to redo it into affordable housing. And the city council said, you know, we just really can't, no, just not going to go. So what he did was he rearranged what he's wanting to do with this. He's now wanting to make it an artist community. Singers, painters, dancers, musicians, poets.
They live there?
They would live there. They would also have a floor completely dedicated to the Epilepsy Association. And the city council said, you want to do it that way? Sure.
Interesting.
So they've signed off on it now. So now they can apply for state and federal funding to actually make it happen.
Huh.
So this thing actually may turn around and
be a very entertaining place to live.
I'll bet the neighbors would get upset, but no, actually, no, you're right. It would be very, and apparently there's like maybe a half a dozen places like this across the country. I think there's one in Pittsburgh, but several all over the country that actually have an artistic community in their own building.
That's interesting.
So,
okay. All right. Well, if you're looking for an artist and they get that through, that's where you go.
There you go.
For them. We haven't really had a chance to talk about things that happened over the weekend because, you know, we were
like
preempted by the tennis, and of course we had 9/11 show yesterday. But there was one event that was so successful over the weekend that they are already planning for next year's event. And what I'm talking about is the first annual Eastern Shore Large Truck Show. It's actually the Large Cars Truck Show. It happened in Denton over the weekend. This is a picture of some of the large trucks that were there, and then we have some pictures of some of the individual trucks that were there. They had 72 entries. 72 entries. All the money from this event goes to the Caroline County 4-H Club. But it doesn't look like well, okay, I'm a truck driver's daughter.
Well, I started to say your dad drove trucks.
My daddy drove trucks, so I like looking at these trucks. These are kind of cool. That one was my favorite right there. But anyway, so yeah, that's something that you need to look for next year in Caroline County and Denton, the Large Cars Truck Show. And we want to thank Facebook users, for Facebook friends, I should say, for telling us about that.
Oh, it's great shots. Love those trucks. You did a thing not long ago about bees and beekeeping.
Yeah, I actually put on the suit and hung out with the bees.
So if you've ever thought about being a beekeeper, you explain this because you know more about this than I do.
Right, right. It's a tough, there's a lot to learn about bees. You got to get to know the bees. But anyway, if you're interested, the Delaware Beekeepers Association is inviting the public to an event that it's called Open Hive, celebrating honeybees and beekeeping. It's geared toward people who may be interested in beekeeping and gardening or scouting. I guess that all goes kind of hand in hand. The event is actually happening not this weekend, but the following weekend, Saturday, September 22nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at Del State University Research and Outreach Center. That's actually in Smyrna. So you want to go to Smyrna. If you want some more info, 302-584-4631. There
you go. Are you a golfer? I've never personally been a golfer.
Have you ever golfed?
Are you going to make me tell that story? Okay, here's the deal. I tried golfing once. A friend of mine, her dad, was the golf pro at this course. So he said, come on out. I'm like, okay. And at the time, I like to watch golf.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I'll watch these guys. I'll give that a shot. So we get up on the first tee, and he loaned me some clubs. And I got up there, took the best stance I could.
Yeah, got to look good.
You know, I'm like, and I said, okay, now what do I do? He said, hit the ball. I said, no, I know that. But, I mean, you know, the whole, what do I do? He said, hit the ball. He said, hit the ball. Fine. I lost 5 golf balls before we got to the first green. Never picked up a club since.
So obviously you hit the ball.
I threw the ball, and you made me tell the story. Thank you.
Oh, what a great story.
Thank you very much.
Then I think you should definitely go to the Johnny Janosik Charity Golf Tournament. It's going to be held September 18th. That's next week at the Peninsula Golf and Country Club in Millsboro. They would love to have you there, Jenny.
I'm sure they would.
Registration at 8 a.m. with shotgun. That sounds like something that's fun. Shotgun starts at 9 a.m. Entry fee is $150 per golfer, $600 for a team. This is the best part. All the proceeds will go to the Johnny Janosik Scholarship Fund and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Laurel and Seaford. Even if you're not a good golfer, go.
Probably better than me, but yeah, go. It'll be a lot of fun and for good things as well. You ever have a hard time with getting your kids confused?
You mean, well, yeah.
On occasion?
On occasion.
Every now and then?
You know, I go through the names. That sound.
Which one are you?
Yeah.
There was a family in China. They had quadruplets, which of course is going to make it even tougher. So they're trying to figure out, okay, what can we do? Oh, well, you know, they're getting ready to go to school, and we need to take care of the teachers as well. So here's an idea. Let's do this. They shaved numbers into the hair of their children.
There's 1, there's 3, there's 4, and I guess that's 2
on
over
the far
there.
Right. Yeah. The teachers are ecstatic. They say it helped so much, and apparently it was so bad that even the parents couldn't remember which one was which.
They couldn't give them, like, you know, different color shoelaces or something.
That's something that would leave you scarred for life.
I just can't imagine assigning a number to my child. There's something wrong with that.
I'm Jimmy 5.
And they're adorable.
Yes.
They are adorable. Very, very cute. But
but
we might have something that's
a
cuter.
little more cute. This
Because you can never have too much cute.
No.
Here's
no.
your afternoon. Come up with your own caption contest. Isn't that adorable? What is that?
Little tiger says, I love you so much. Little
Aw.
chimpanzee says, I'm going to have you for lunch.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What?
They snapped it when it looked cute. Oh!
Now, actually, I saw this one pop up on Facebook, as a matter of fact, yesterday. I don't even know what to say to that one.
Yeah, that's why it's called Caption Your Own.
That's a great picture. You got to look
Aw.
closely.
Those are koalas?
Mom's cuddling up with the baby koala.
Oh, that's just too cute.
And everything's good. All right, make
All
a
right.
caption.
You get your own. You got your fill of cute. Everyone cuted
Yeah,
out.
I think we're about as cute as we're going to be able to get here. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, one simple test drive can really add up, and how you can take part in a unique fundraiser to help a local school district.
Plus lingerie. It comes in all sizes, all colors, all styles. So if you have a loved one who is getting married, how do you choose? Well, the experts at Something Comfortable show us.
And the Bike Fest in Ocean City kicks off tomorrow. Brian Spiro's in Ocean City this afternoon, where we're getting an early start on all the happenings.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.